Okay, so you know how to make your Google form into a quiz, but what happens if you already have one made? Can you then turn it into a quiz after the kids have all answered it? Answer is yes. So my quiz originally looks something like this. It had some multiple choice. It did have a name section, multiple choice, and some short answer. So what I had to do is I had to split this short answer into a different section. Otherwise, it won't give you a mark. The score will just stay blank. So what I did to make a new section, you go to your last. So again, remember, your name is up here, which is fine. So you get your question for, let's just put that in. Name, required, short answer, that's fine. You can leave that at the top. And then when you get to your last multiple choice question, you're going to add a section. And now I'm just going to call this short answer. And then it's going to go from here. So let me go to the one that I changed. Okay, so here is, you can see name, the questions. I put in the answer key. I always forget to put points. So when you click the answer, don't forget to assign it a point, or else you still won't get a score when you get it marked. But again, if you forget and the kids fill it all out, you can go back and edit it, and it will update automatically, which is a wonderful thing. And then there's my short answers. So it will mark their short answers wrong, or their long answers, sorry. And then let's look at if the students had already filled it out. So I had 16 kids fill it out, and then I was like, I didn't mark it. I want to go back and mark it. I changed what I just did. I have to change my spreadsheet. So I'm going to go select response destination, and I'm going to do my second version of this, and I'm going to create it. Linking to spreadsheet, spreadsheet linked. So now when I click this, the new one will be there, and wherever this file is saved, a second copy, or if you renamed it like I did, you'll see that copy there. And now you can see that it's marked it. So these ones were all filled out beforehand. This one I just did now. It says 5 out of 9 because there are 9 questions in total, but there's only 5 multiple choice questions. So as the teacher, I just have to know out of 5. You could always cut and paste this into a second sheet and then just change all of the, so if you did a second sheet at the bottom here and copy and paste those scores in with the kids' names that's beside it, and change all the denominators or the out ofs manually, and then if you were trying to do percentages or whatever that way, or do some control find replace and see if that makes it easier. But this way you can have a quick response. And because we chose not to have the kids see their responses, afterwards you could go back, and it's somewhere here, and you can release their score. Somewhere it does tell you to do that, but I will have to look. I can't release the score because I didn't collect their email addresses when I did this one, and that's why. So you'd have to make sure in the settings that you leave that on as collect email responses. So then here, when you're in that individual, you could send it back. You also can give them individual feedback. So just, you can let them know ahead of time that it's going to tell them their short answers or long answers are wrong, but assume right unless you have put in an individual feedback, and that's where you can type, I believe, voice note maybe, and an attachment. Let's see. Look, we're learning as we go. Let's see if that works. Save. And then you can manually change their things. Pretty cool. So now let me see if that updates. Not sure why that went to 36 out of 9. However, sorry, one of my manual edits actually had 28 and not a 1. I don't know. So now you can see that it says 9 out of 9. So you can go back and change those manual short answers.